Welcome to Kano, a state in northern Nigeria renowned as the commercial hub of the country and one of the oldest cities in Africa.
$60 to 70% of them made their money from business. Business is in our blood.
That's why it's called the center of commerce.
Take a look at the Forbes list of the top 10 richest men in Africa. 3 of them are Nigerians. And out of those 3, Dangote and Rabiu are from Kano. Now, Kano is not the richest state in Nigeria. In fact, there's a high level of poverty.
You can see all people with Porsche, G-Wagon cars, but you see others here asking for help,
This state has produced the richest man in Africa and countless other billionaires you may not have heard of. These are people worth learning about. So like and watch this video all the way to the end because I'll uncover the secrets behind their success, their mindset, motivation, cultural and religious influences.
Kano is Nigeria's center of commerce, so it's no surprise that markets and retail outlets are everywhere.
We have many different markets.
They have some of the most popular markets. Markets like the Kori, the Sabongari, the Kurmi. These markets do not only serve other states of Nigeria, but neighboring countries too, supplying them with woven and dyed materials, textile, grains, cabs, and a lot more. This is Adam, my landlord. I stayed in one of his apartments on this estate. Adam is the typical Kano man. His life revolves around business.
So after then, I'm into textile markets. After then, Lifton. Do you know Alakoze? We are importing Alakoze shoes. I'm currently now, I'm doing construction business. We are into real estate.
What do you do?
I sell and I buy gold.
But why is it that here, like all you guys, all you do is business?
That's why it's called the center of commerce. We inherited business.
Even if we finish school, we can just go and gift our documents. We go to the market.
Let's say they're having a holiday in school. The parents will take them to the market for them to start learning in the young age. So you will see the young generation, like the young kids in Kano, they go to the markets whenever they have free time. After education, they go fully into marketing. And before you know it, in their 20s, they're already running millions.
In Kano, business is so highly valued that many people skip the conventional Western education. These people start by learning the Quran and knowing the basics of their religion. Once they get that, they go straight to the oldest and simplest ways of making money. They buy it for 5 and sell it for 10. They do this over and over and over again until when they've gathered enough wealth, they then diversify and invest in other businesses like oil, gas, and manufacturing. But it's worth mentioning that nepotism has also helped them to amass a lot of wealth because these northerners hold high positions and power in the Nigerian political system, and the more people you have in the government, the more deals, the more contracts, the more favors. Of course, this is only when you get to a certain level, but the average northerner or Kano man only knows market.
Other places, people wake up and say, you know what, I'm going to work, I'm going to the office, right? In Kano, people wake up and say, I'm going to the market.
Like you don't even get that room for thinking about, okay, let me work in the office. You don't get it here. Like
This is Al-Amin, my friend and tour guide in Kano. He's the businessman / photographer and videographer.
during my university year, I moved to Kano. I came to Kano and I made some friends around, and I thought it's like Kaduna. I would come out with just. So that day I just came out, I hit my friends up, and I called the first one. He was like, I'm at the market. It's like, okay, this is new. I called the second one and he was like, I'm at the shop. I was like, okay. Started thinking of, okay, if all my friends here in Kano are into business, why am I not doing that? So I explored the market. I had some friends that are into the business and they dragged me into it.
The reason why Kano gained this commercial dominance in the region is because of its strategic location during the famous trans-Saharan trade. This made it a major trading post for goods and ideas traveling between West Africa and the Mediterranean. And that led a lot of businessmen to establish their enterprises there. Businessmen like Dangote's great-grandfather, Al-Hassan Dantata, who was once the richest man in West Africa. These businessmen were trading cattle, collar nuts, groundnuts, textile, leather, and grains. To this day, Kano maintained the same economic model with businesses and crafts passed down through generations.
When it comes to business, if someone, start up a business and he start being successful, he will invite his brothers, children, all of his family members, and he will teach them. Once they learn, they will invite some other people. It's like 1 to tell 10 and 10 to tell 100. So that's how that's how the business keep on spreading.
This is the oldest dye pit in Africa and the last of its kind. It's been passed down from one generation to the next.
So we have inherited from our parents. Our parents, they inherited from their parents.
Another craft that Northerners are renowned for is cap making. This has become a multi-billion naira industry. These caps are made in almost all the northern states of Nigeria, but they originated and are most popular in Maiduguri.
So this one you export it where? It goes?
We export in many countries: Niger, Cameroon, Chad, Central Africa, Burkina Faso, Mali, Senegal, Benin, Ivory Coast, Ghana. We have many countries when our people work there.
Speaking of kaftans and caps, before we continue, I'd like to shout out the amazing sponsor of this video, J-Box Bespoke, a brand that makes high quality and stylish kaftans and caps for people that appreciate the traditional look that goes with a modern twist like this one. If you are one of those people, you want to elevate your wardrobe with something truly unique and fashionable, here's a special offer for you. If you send them a message and tell them Gano sent you, you'll automatically get 10% discount on all orders. Their prices range from 70,000 all the way to 200,000 naira, and they deliver across Nigeria. They ship worldwide. So reach out to them now for all your custom-made kaftans and caps that not only look great but are crafted with care. So I'll leave all the social media links and contact details in the description box below. A big thanks to J-Box for sponsoring this video and supporting the channel. Now let's get back to the video.
Kano, like many other northern states of Nigeria, is a highly Islamic society governed by Sharia law. Walking around, you see women fully covered and men dressed modestly. And let me tell you how Islam established its roots in this region. Long before these borders were drawn, Africa, we had vast empires and kingdoms. But due to European invasion or colonialism, those kingdoms are now divided into countries and states run by presidents, right? In places like Nigeria, they still have their kings and kingdoms, even though it is ceremonial. For example, in Kano, there was this Hausa dynasty called the Bagauda. It has ruled Kano for over 800 years, with rulers like Muhammad Rumfa, who brought unprecedented economic growth and development that gave Kano the commercial dominance in the region. This dominance attracted waves of migration of scholars and traders, mostly from the Mali Empire. This was how Islam established its roots in this region through those scholars and traders. The Hausa dynasty was eventually conquered by the Fulani rule, with rulers like Sheikh Suleiman, who was then succeeded by Ibrahim Dabo, the first ruler of the Dabo dynasty that had ruled Kano from 1819 to the present-day rule of Muhammad Sanusi II. Now, even though the Emirates are seen as a Fulani rule, Kano remains predominantly Hausa, and the years of intermarriage between the Fulanis and the Hausas has also blurred the lines between these two groups. Now they've become like one.
Yes. And then you said people like her, they are
Fulani.
They're Hausa Fulani. They are mixed.
Fulani. They are mixed.
Okay, so originally Hausas, they are like
a typical Hausa person is short, dark, and strong. So Hausa people started, marrying from Fulani. So that's how they came up with the crossbreeds.
So it's fair to say any Hausa that I see that is fair, I can say
yes,
the Hausa Fulani.
The Hausa Fulani, exactly.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, we only wear like traditional or native outfits, basically only on Fridays or when we have like festivals, like Eid festives. That's it. But here, like these haftans, they're like casual. They wear them every day.
Wearing Western clothes in Kano almost felt illegal. I remember Adam joking that if anything went missing in the estate, I would be the first suspect because of the way I was dressed.
So if I wear my Western clothes, I'll not be respected.
No, you would be respected eventually, but wearing the kaftan and looking more. I'm not saying you're not responsible, but then wearing that will make you look extra responsible and like attract more respect, because we here, there are certain places that you wouldn't be let in wearing the Western clothes, sorry.
That is how serious these people take their tradition, even down to their language.
In places like Lagos, where it is like Yoruba dominated, you can actually get by just by speaking English, right? But in Kano, it's Hausa dominated. But if you don't speak Hausa here, just English, it will be very hard to get by. Because so many people don't speak English at all.
It is from the background. So most of the secondary schools here, only few emphasize on English much. Most, even the teachers in the school, they just speak Hausa. That's why all of them are just used to it.
I believe the success of Kano's textile industry, the kaftans and cap making, is rooted in the value these people place on their culture. And that gave them the influence. For example, their caps are worn and sold across West Africa, generating significant revenue. These caps are not just like headgear, now they are more like a status symbol.
How much is your cap?
60,000 naira.
Well, why do you buy that expensive? Mine, I bought it for like 8,000.
I bought this cap because I need recognition.
You need what?
I need recognition. If you wear expensive things, people will value you more.
Like, what are the price range? It's from, because I think 8,000 are like one of the cheapest ones.
8,000, 5,000.
Yes, so from 5,000 to where? What is the price range?
100,000.
It has made me realize the importance of branding and image, and because when you wear the haftan, at first I was like, wow, these people are very mashallah. Look at you, for example, you are the biggest mafia, but then people look at you as a very innocent guy.
So that's
look at you,
That's why people will respect you.
So you can be like the biggest criminal and you wear this and people, mashallah, Sheikh, come on board. But it's good anyways.
This is the Doba Festival, a Hausa cultural celebration held in several northern Nigerian cities after every Eid festival.
Doba is not just a cultural activity as you used to see it today. In those olden days, it's not just a cultural activity. It is a way through which each and every emir attempts to show to the world how strong his military is. But turned out to become a cultural activity as you are seeing it today.
Historically, the houses were renowned as ancient horsemen and warriors. The Doba today is to showcase the grandeur of Hausa warriors and their military formations. People from all walks of life come here to witness this beautiful display.
Beautiful beautiful display of culture, man. I really, really love this, man. I was told that there's a town here called Gano. Since Gano is my family name, there's a town here called Gano. I want to go there and find out why the place is called Gano. Maybe I can just trace my, something.
So in the Gano town is known for the cars. Like they have this old 1960 something Ford Transit.
So we're in Gano now, right?
Gano.
Okay, so let's see what this place has for us, man.
Our first task upon arrival was to find someone who knows the history about Gano and its people. After a long search, we found the chief of the town in this masjid, and I went straight to the point.
But she told me like one of my great grandfathers is like from Guinea-Bissau, right? And one of them is in Senegal, from Senegal. So these are the two places that I know. But after that, I don't know. But maybe it goes beyond that because like the Fulani, like they don't usually sit. They don't sit in one place.
This area, all anywhere they go, they are there in Gano.
Okay, Gano is their family name.
Yes. So it might be like the Fulani before, they asked the great-grandfathers, your great-grandfathers. They might be from here, but they were moving.
Yeah.
So, but they bear the name of Gano everywhere they go. That's what he said. Anybody coming out from Gano bears the name from Gano.
Yeah, because it's funny because in Gambia, we are like the only Ganos there. If there are other one, there may be other 2 or 3 families, right?
It might be coming from here.
Yeah, right.
Because they move, like he said, they are moving. So whenever they go to new place, they bear the name Gano.
No, but in Gambia, there we don't have like here. You say your name is Abdullah.
Yes.
Abdullah what?
My name is Abdullah Musa.
Abdullah Musa. In Gambia, we don't have names like that.
Okay, that's
it's like Ibrahim. Musa is your father's name.
My father's name.
Yeah,
my
so
name.
you bear your father's name as your last name or something.
My last name, yes.
Yeah, but in Gambia, it's like my name is Ibrahim, my father's name is Muhammad. But I don't say Ibrahim Muhammad, I say Ibrahim Gano.
Ibrahim Gano.
I don't use it Muhammad.
Why?
That's how we do it there. I don't know why we do it like that.
Like me now, Alamin Muhammad, I'm Alamin Muhammad Ibrahim. That's Ibrahim is my grandfather's name.
Oh.
So, but you just go like with the family name.
Yes.
My family name is Birma.
Okay.
So, but I use Alamin Muhammad Ibrahim. We don't even put out the family name out. So Fulani are the more tribalistic. They are more tribalistic towards their own belief of culture. If you're Fulani, you're Fulani. If you're Hausa, you're Hausa. There's nothing like Hausa Fulani in the Fulani.
Fulani.
They don't mix.
Everyone is like they're saying I'm Hausa Fulani, Hausa Fulani.
So, if you're Hausa Fulani, then your father or mother is from Hausa, and one of them is Fulani.
Most of Kano,
the Hausa Fulani.
80%.
It was really insightful, man. I got to learn a lot, and now I'm even more curious. Now I have a lot of questions for my grandmother. I think that tonight I'll just go back.
In conclusion, Kano is a unique blend of commerce, tradition, and Islamic heritage. These people have mastered the art of maintaining their cultural and religious identity while thriving in business. This is such a rare and an inspiring combination.